Welcome to the Daily for Thursday, July 18th with Simon Borg. I'm Jason Seguini, and Simon, 2 MLS games last night, 2 home team victories. Neither of them were easy, and we'll start in Colorado, where the Rapids had to come back from down a goal, and they win the game 2-1.
And Colorado hadn't gotten a point all year when they were down in a game. So this was big for them. They go down to this Juan Toja free kick, which was well taken. Jerry Bankston with that great run to fool Clint Irwin. And then Colorado with the better buildup in this game, better attacking buildup. Neither team too sharp in attack. You see Deshaun Brown with a couple of chances, just couldn't finish. And then Colorado get their goals. Nick LaBroca showing all his experience, finding that sliver of space and finding the back of the net. And then the goal that decides it, an own goal by Jose Gonçalves. Unfortunately for him, you thought maybe he could do better, pushing that ball out of play instead of towards his own goal.
Yeah, the switch at halftime to a 4-3-3 from a 4-2-2 worked well for Oscar Pereira's team. Dylan Powers doing a lot of work there for the Rapids to help earn that victory. Moving over to Chivas USA against Toronto FC, Simon, this one was interesting. You thought Chivas USA had more bad luck come their way when they got an early red card to Eric Avila, but in the end, they get the 1-0 victory.
Yeah, Soren Stoica, the referee, giving the red card. He's coming off a game where he had a very questionable red card given to Osvaldo Alonso of the Seattle Sounders. More about that later. But Avila goes out of the game. I thought that was a yellow card offense at best. And then you have Chivas USA adapting tactically. That's what I like about their new head coach, Jose Luis Real, not afraid to shift guys around. He does a lot of tactical work. So they sit back. They have Carlos Bocanegra, their new acquisition, making his debut in this game, marshalling that back line. They frustrated Toronto. Then they got the goal up top. Eric El Cubo Torres showing us a left-footed shot there. Takes a deflection, but he was very enterprising in attack, and a good start by the 2 debutants for Chivas.
Toronto FC having a late PK shout overlooked. Osorio made the move, was taken down by DeLuna. No call given. Ryan Nelson probably not happy about that. And Simon mentioned earlier the Ozzy Alonso red card. That card has been rescinded by the independent panel. He will be eligible to play this weekend against Colorado at home. Well, besides MLS action on the field, there was MLS action off the field yesterday, Simon. A flurry of activity, including Brandon McDonald, the veteran center back, being traded from DC United for draft picks to Real Salt Lake here. DC United, they're not having a great season, Simon, seem to be going younger. Real Salt Lake, on the other hand, picking up a veteran as they push for the Supporters' Shield. But it was the other teams in the Western Conference making some interesting moves on the offensive side of the ball that we're going to talk about.
FC Dallas picking up Argentine Mauro Diaz, a move that's been rumored for several weeks now. He's 22 years old. He's an attacking midfield. He's a playmaker, which to me is very indicative. We see David Ferreira, a former MLS MVP, having less and less influence on the team. You wonder if maybe this is working towards a changeover and a handing of the torch here. Then you have San Jose Earthquakes picking up Jaime Alas of El Salvador. He's a winger attacking player, and you figure with Marvin Chavez out for Honduras World Cup qualifying duty, a couple call-ups are on the horizon here. I don't put Alas in the category of the speedy Chavez and Salinas. He's not a speed guy for me. He is quick, but more than anything, he's technical and has ideas in the attack.
All right, a bunch of moves yesterday. If there are moves today, you know where to find them. Check out MLSsoccer.com. In a new wrinkle to this year's Gold Cup, Simon, teams are now able to switch out 4 players on their roster headed into the quarterfinals. Jurgen Klinsmann taking advantage of this and bringing in 4 new players, 4 MLSers, to the Gold Cup roster.
The 4 new players, Jason, a lot of people looking forward to the 2 center backs, Omar Gonzalez and Matt Beasler, a partnership we've seen work well in World Cup qualifying. They want to give both young players a little more time against tougher opposition in this knockout stage. Also, we're going to see Eddie Johnson leave Seattle, replace Jack McInerney, who had a spell, didn't see time, but he'll take that experience back with him and the Philadelphia Union. And then lastly, Alan Gordon, forward of the San Jose Earthquakes, who I believe gives the U.S. national team a different kind of player up top with his strength in terms of heading the ball. He replaces Hercules Gomez, a player who I believe hasn't really gotten going yet. That knee injury that he had, I think, has slowed him down. He looked rusty. I think he needs time with his new club, Tijuana. He'll go join them, spend several weeks, a couple months, and get back into the form that we're used to seeing him.
All right, don't forget to check out Gold Cup Today later on MLSsoccer.com. Sam and Simon are going to go through all the best moments of the group stages. Also, Extra Time Radio will be out later today. Get the latest podcast on MLSsoccer.com/extratime. And we'll be back on the Daily tomorrow.